Hey there. Quick question. Have you ever promised yourself, I'll start studying at 7 p.m. sharp, and then suddenly found yourself reorganizing your sock drawer for the third time at 9:30 p.m.? Yeah, me too. Every single time, well, guess what? You're not lazy. You're not hopeless. You're just a procrastinator in denial. But don't worry. Today, we're kicking procrastination in the teeth. By the end of this video, you'll have 7 hilarious, practical, and slightly ridiculous tips to stop putting things off. Oh, and before we start, this video is the first in a 12-part series designed to help students level up like bosses. So, make sure to watch all 12. Seriously, if you skip one, your brain might just throw a tiny tantrum. And hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single tip. Deal? Great, let's go. Tip 1. Break tasks into tiny pieces. Here's the thing. Staring at a massive assignment is like staring at Mount Everest in flip-flops. It's terrifying, overwhelming, and also completely unhelpful. Solution? Chop it into baby steps. And I mean tiny. Like, write one sentence, tiny. Suddenly that Everest becomes a small hill. Maybe a molehill. Maybe a tiny pebble you can kick across the room. Last week, I spent 20 minutes deciding what font to use for a 5-page essay. And hey, that counts as progress, right? Tip 2, the 5-minute rule. Here's a classic trick. Tell yourself, I'll do this for 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes. The magic? Once you start, your brain goes, oh yeah, this isn't torture, maybe I'll keep going. Suddenly, you're 45 minutes deep and halfway done. I once tried this for cleaning my room. 5 minutes in, I found a t-shirt from 2012. Now I have 37 t-shirts from 2012. But hey, progress. Tip 3, delete temptations. Phones, snacks, cute cat videos. They're like magnets for procrastination. You don't need them right now. Turn off notifications. Put your phone in another room. Hide your snacks. Pretend you're in a survival reality show. But instead of surviving the wilderness, you survive your homework. You might start talking to yourself a lot. Don't worry, that's normal. Probably. Tip 4, public accountability. Tell someone, anyone, that you're doing this assignment. Post it on Instagram, text your friend, whisper it to your dog. Humans are weirdly competitive. Suddenly, you don't want to fail in front of anyone, even Mr. Fluffles the dog. I once announced I'd finish my project by 10 p.m. My cat stared at me judgmentally at 9:59 p.m. Let me tell you, I powered through. Tip 5, reward yourself. We work better when there's candy, or something shiny, or maybe even a little Netflix at the end. Procrastination is basically your brain asking, hey, why don't we make this fun? So, make studying fun. Reward yourself with tiny things. A cookie after one paragraph, TikTok after a chapter. Warning: do not combine rewards with procrastination. Otherwise, you end up with a cookie and no essay. True story. Tip 6, visualize the pain. Sometimes we need a little scare. Imagine handing in an assignment late, or worse, flunking. Imagine telling your parents the horror. Fear can be motivating, just a tiny controlled amount. Like seasoning on your spaghetti, not a hurricane. Pro tip, don't overdo it. Overthinking equals anxiety, equals binge-watching funny fails instead of studying. Learned that the hard way. Tip 7, make it ridiculously fun. If you can gamify it, you win. Timer challenges, reward points, silly voices for reading notes aloud. Do it all. Last semester, I pretended my math homework was a spy mission. If I solved the problem, I defused the bomb. 5 hours later, I had all homework done, but also paranoia about my algebra skills. Totally worth it. Conclusion. So there you go. 7 ways to stop procrastinating. Tiny steps, 5-minute bursts, deleting distractions, public accountability, rewards, visualize pain, and turning work into absurd fun. Procrastination is sneaky, but you can outsmart it. And the best part? It's not about being perfect. It's about being slightly less ridiculous than yesterday. Remember, this is video 1 of 12 in our Student Success series. Each one builds on the last, so don't miss a single tip. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, and join me on this journey. Next video, we're talking about discipline versus motivation. Because trust me, procrastination isn't going to stop itself. Now go do that one tiny task. Yes, the one you've been avoiding. I believe in you. Hey, welcome back. If you watched the last video, you now know how to stop procrastinating. And maybe even manage to finish that essay you'd been avoiding for a week. Congrats! Give yourself a little mental high five and maybe a cookie because you earned it. But here's the catch. Stopping procrastination once is great, but if we rely only on motivation, we're screwed. Motivation is like Wi-Fi in a coffee shop. Sometimes strong, sometimes non-existent, and usually disappears when you need it most. So today we're talking about discipline, the secret weapon of top students, professional overachievers, and, apparently, people who fold their laundry on time. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build real discipline, not just fake it when you feel like it. And yes, we'll keep it fun, fast, and maybe a little ridiculous. Tip 1. Discipline is a habit, not a feeling. Here's the truth. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, you can't even conquer your cereal bowl. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't think, should I brush today? You just do it. That's what discipline is. Showing up every day, whether you feel like it or not. Self-confession. I once skipped brushing my teeth because I felt unmotivated. Big mistake. Not the same as procrastination, but close enough to learn a lesson. Tip 2. Start small. Build consistency. Discipline isn't about turning into a robot overnight. Start small. 5 minutes of study. 10 minutes of planning. 1 paragraph. Remember last video's 5-minute rule? Yeah. Discipline is just stacking those 5-minute wins until suddenly, you're an unstoppable study machine. I tried to go all in once, ended up crying into my calculus textbook. Small wins greater than emotional destruction always. Tip 3. Schedule it like a meeting. If it's on your calendar, it's real. If it's not, your brain will find 37 reasons to avoid it. Block time like you're meeting the Queen or Elon Musk. 9 to 10 a.m. study. Chapter 3. Boom. Your brain has no excuses. Side effect, you might feel like a corporate spy. I now whisper, I'm booked, when friends ask if I want to hang out works every time. Tip 4. Remove the maybe. Maybe I'll study later, maybe tomorrow. No discipline doesn't negotiate with maybes. Decide, commit, and if you fail, you restart immediately. No guilt trips, no whining, and no accidentally binge-watching your entire watch list instead. Learned that the hard way. Tip 5. Pair pain with pleasure. Discipline is easier when you attach a reward. Pain plus pleasure equals motivation hack. Example, if I finish this chapter now, I can watch 15 minutes of my favorite show guilt-free. If not, well, the show is off limits and my brain yells at me like a disappointed parent. Bonus, this works for snacks too. Finish math, then cookie. Suddenly, I'm solving quadratic equations like a caffeinated ninja. Tip 6. Track your progress. You can't improve what you don't measure. Discipline loves graphs, charts, and checklists. Crossing off a task gives your brain a tiny dopamine hit. It's like playing a video game, but the final boss is passing your exam. Confession. I once made a chart for brushing my teeth. 3 weeks in, I felt like a champion. The point, tracking equals instant satisfaction. Tip 7. Embrace the suck. Discipline isn't always fun. Sometimes it's boring, uncomfortable, and painful. That's normal. That's growth. That's life. Imagine studying when you really don't want to. Your brain screams. You push through. That's discipline. Eventually, your brain learns, okay, fine, maybe this isn't terrible. Also, you get used to the feeling of success afterward. And suddenly, procrastination seems silly, like a kid trying to convince you to eat broccoli before dinner. Conclusion. So remember, motivation is like a sugar rush. Awesome but fleeting. Discipline. That's the long-term fuel that powers consistent action. Show up every day. Start small. Schedule it. Remove maybe. Reward yourself. Track progress. Embrace the suck. Do this enough, and procrastination doesn't stand a chance. This is video 2 of 12 in our Student Success series. If you're serious about leveling up, you'll want to watch the next video, Time Management for Students, because even disciplined students need a system. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's keep kicking procrastination's butt together. And hey, go do that one small task you've been avoiding. Your future self will thank you. Hey, welcome back. If you've been following this series, you've already learned how to stop procrastinating and why discipline beats motivation. So, congratulations. You're basically halfway to becoming a superhero student. But here's the problem. Even superheroes need a plan. You can be motivated, disciplined, and procrastination-proof. But if you don't manage your time, you'll still end up cramming at 2 a.m., eating cold pizza, and crying into your textbook. So today, we're talking about time management for students. By the end of this video, you'll have a full toolkit to organize your day, crush deadlines, and maybe even have time to Netflix guilt-free. Tip 1. Use a calendar. Step 1. Get a calendar. Digital or paper doesn't matter. If it's not written down, it doesn't exist. Schedule everything. Classes, study sessions, meals, bathroom breaks. Yes, even bathroom breaks. The point? Your brain sees a plan and says, okay, this is manageable. Confession. I once tried to remember my whole week in my head. By Wednesday, I'd forgotten my own name. Don't do that. Calendar. Tip 2. Prioritize tasks. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are urgent, some are important, some are just fluff. Use a simple method. Urgent versus important. Do the important and urgent first. The Netflix episodes and TikTok scrolling, maybe later. Tip. If you don't prioritize, your brain prioritizes chaos. And chaos is not a good life coach. Tip 3. Block your time. Time blocking is magic. Pick a chunk of time for one task and commit. No multitasking. Example. 9 to 10 a.m. Study history. 10 to 10:30 a.m. Snack break. 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Write essay. You may feel like a corporate CEO. Scheduling your bathroom breaks. Embrace it. Power move. Tip 4. Use the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro. The tomato that changed student lives. 25 minutes of focus, 5 minutes break. Repeat. Why it works. Short bursts. Keep your brain engaged, breaks prevent meltdown, and you get to eat imaginary tomatoes. Or real ones if you're hungry. Confession. I once did 12 Pomodoros in a row. My brain filed a formal complaint. Worth it. Tip 5. Plan the night before. Spend 10 minutes at night planning your next day. Tasks, priorities, snacks, everything. Your future self will wake up like a productivity ninja instead of a confused zombie wandering into the kitchen at 11 a.m. Self-confession. Skipping this step means I've accidentally put cereal in my coffee. Don't ask. Tip 6. Learn to say no. Time management isn't just about doing things. It's about not doing things. Friends want to hang out? Cool. But maybe not at 9 p.m. before an exam. That new video game looks fun. Wait until tomorrow. Boundaries equals sanity. Saying no equals winning. And yes, your friends will survive. Probably. Tip 7. Review and adjust. No plan is perfect. At the end of the week, review what worked, what didn't, and what was ridiculous. Looking at you, 45-minute sock sorting session. Adjust, improve, repeat. Time management is a skill, not a punishment. Conclusion. So there you have it. Calendar everything, prioritize, block time, Pomodoro, plan ahead, say no, and review weekly. Do this consistently and suddenly. You're the student version of a Swiss watch, precise, unstoppable, and slightly intimidating. Remember, time management builds on everything from the last 2 videos. No procrastination plus discipline plus proper time management equals student success trifecta. This is video 3 of 12 in our series. Next time, we dive into the science of focus, how to study without getting distracted, because all the planning in the world won't help if your brain keeps wandering to TikTok cat videos. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and get ready to finally master your attention. Now go schedule something. Literally anything. Your future self will thank you. Hey, welcome back. So far in this series, we've tackled procrastination, discovered why discipline beats motivation, and even mastered time management. Congrats! You're basically on your way to becoming a legendary student, or at least someone who doesn't cry at 2 a.m. over missed deadlines. But here's the problem. Even the most disciplined, well-scheduled student can lose focus. You start reading a textbook, and 5 minutes later, you're watching a squirrel play piano on YouTube. And no, that wasn't on your schedule. Today, we're diving into the science of focus, and I promise, by the end of this video, you'll know how to study without letting every little distraction steal your precious brain power. Tip 1. Understand your attention span. Fact, humans are not designed to focus for hours straight. Surprising, right? Your brain is like a puppy, adorable, excitable, and constantly chasing shiny objects. The trick is to work with it, not fight it. Self-confession. I once tried reading for 3 hours straight, ended up alphabetizing my snack cupboard. Puppy brain wins again. Tip 2. Pomodoro isn't just a tomato. Remember last video's Pomodoro technique? 25 minutes focus, 5 minutes break. Scientists love this because our brains need mini breaks to stay sharp. Pro tip, use a timer. Watching it tick down makes you feel like a bomb-diffusing expert. And yes, that adrenaline is totally study legal. Tip 3. Eliminate external distractions. Phones, notifications, the smell of cookies. These are focus killers. Remove them. Put your phone on airplane mode, hide it in a drawer, or bribe it with a tiny toy so it behaves. Anything works. Confession. I once hid my phone so well I couldn't find it until 2 days later. Lost, but focused. Tip 4. Use environmental cues. Your brain responds to cues. Want to focus? Make a study zone. Desk tidy, headphones on, water nearby. Even small cues like a dedicated chair or specific playlist tell your brain, hey, it's focus time. Self-confession. I tried studying in bed once. Brain decided that was nap time, every time. Tip 5. Chunk your tasks. Big assignments equals scary monsters. Chunk them into bite-sized pieces. Focus on one chunk at a time. Think of it like eating spaghetti. One noodle at a time. Not the whole plate. One noodle. Confession. I once tried eating all the noodles at once. It was messy. Big lesson. Chunking works. Tip 6. Active learning. Your brain loves to do things, not just read things. So summarize, teach aloud, make flashcards, doodle your notes. Fun twist. Pretend your stuffed animal is a student and you're the professor. They may be a terrible listener, but your brain gets it. I once taught a goldfish about photosynthesis. Did the goldfish learn? Debatable. Did I learn? Absolutely. Tip 7. Mindfulness and micro breaks. Your brain gets tired. Give it a breather. Stand up, stretch, meditate for a minute. Even staring out the window counts. Treat your brain like a tiny, grumpy wizard. Feed it breaks and it'll do your bidding. Ignore it, and it casts chaos spells on your focus. Conclusion. So, to recap, understand your attention span, use Pomodoro, eliminate distractions, set environmental cues, chunk tasks, actively learn, and give your brain micro breaks. Focus is not magic, it's science. And when you combine it with procrastination busting, discipline, and time management from the previous videos, suddenly you're unstoppable. This is video 4 of 12. Next up, we're diving into note-taking secrets of successful students. Because focus is great, but if you can't capture what you learn, all that focus, wasted. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's keep leveling up together. Now, go to a 5-minute focused study session. Yes, only 5 minutes. Trust me, it works. Hey, welcome back. So far in this series, we've stopped procrastinating, built discipline, managed our time, and even mastered focus. Congrats! You're basically a productivity ninja in training. But here's the problem. All that focus is useless if your notes are a chaotic mess. Imagine acing your study session, only to realize your notebook looks like a toddler attacked it with a crayon. Nightmare, right? Today, we're diving into note-taking secrets of successful students. By the end of this video, you'll have tips to capture information clearly, efficiently, and maybe even enjoy it. Yes, I said enjoy taking notes. Stranger things have happened. Tip 1. Use the right method. Not all notes are created equal. There's Cornell, mind maps, outlines, and sometimes just scribbles that somehow make sense to your future self. Pick a system that works for you. Cornell for lectures, mind maps for brainstorming, outlines for textbooks. Switching methods for different tasks, is like having different tools in a Swiss Army knife. Confession. I once tried to mix all methods at once, ended up with a notebook that looked like abstract art. Beautiful, but not helpful. Tip 2. Keep it simple. Notes are for remembering, not rewriting War and Peace. Keep sentences short, use keywords, symbols, and abbreviations. Think of it as a cheat code for your brain. TLDR version of the lecture. Self-confession. I once wrote so many notes that reading them took longer than the class itself. Not efficient. Lesson learned. Tip 3. Highlight sparingly. Highlighting is powerful. If you don't go overboard, highlight everything and nothing stands out. Pro tip. Pick 2 to 3 key points per page. Make your highlighter earn its keep. Confession. I once highlighted an entire textbook. When I flipped the pages, it looked like a neon rave. Did I remember anything? Nope. Tip 4. Review quickly. Notes aren't useful if you never look at them. Review within 24 hours of taking them. Even 5 minutes of review locks information into your memory. Science says so. And hey, if it's science, I believe it. I once left notes unreviewed for a month and somehow forgot my own name. True story. Tip 5. Make it visual. Diagrams, charts, doodles, they work. Your brain remembers images better than text. I once drew a stick figure explaining photosynthesis. Weeks later, I remembered the process, but also named the stick figure Steve. Worth it. Tip 6. Digital or paper. Know your style. Some students love apps and tablets. Others swear by pen and paper. Experiment. Some swear digital helps with organization. Others say paper sticks in memory better. Confession. I tried both at the same time. Ended up with 2 sets of notes, double the work, half the sanity. Don't be me. Tip 7. Summarize and teach. After taking notes, summarize in your own words. Better yet, teach someone else, even if it's your dog. Teaching forces your brain to process, not just copy. And yes, the dog might give judgmental stare, but your brain is learning. I once taught my goldfish algebra. Did it learn? Probably not. Did I learn? Absolutely. Conclusion. So, there you have it. Pick the right method, keep it simple, highlight wisely, review quickly, make it visual, know your style, and summarize teach. Notes are your secret weapon. Combine them with focus, time management, discipline, and procrastination hacks. And suddenly studying doesn't feel like running a marathon uphill in a snowstorm while wearing flip-flops. This is video 5 of 12 in our series. Next up, we're tackling how to stay consistent when studying feels hard, because all these tips are useless if you quit halfway. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and keep leveling up with me. And now, go make one small improvement to your notes today. Even just a single diagram counts. Your future self will thank you. Hey, welcome back. If you've been following this series, you're now armed with strategies to stop procrastinating, build discipline, manage time, focus like a pro, and take killer notes. Congratulations, you're basically a student superhero in training. But here's the thing. Even superheroes have hard days. You know, the days where studying feels impossible. Motivation is MIA. And your brain whispers, Netflix is calling, loudly. Today, we're diving into how to stay consistent when studying feels hard. By the end of this video, you'll know how to show up for yourself, even on days your brain wants to binge watch cat videos instead of reading a textbook. Tip 1. Start small but show up daily. Consistency isn't about long, heroic study sessions every day. It's about showing up, even for 5 minutes. Example. Write 1 paragraph, solve 1 problem, or review 1 set of notes. That tiny action reinforces the habit. I once tried to study 3 hours straight on a rough day. Ended up crying into my calculator. Small wins greater than emotional disasters. Always. Tip 2. Make it non-negotiable. Treat your study time like a mandatory appointment. No excuses. Your brain will fight you. It will beg for distractions. Ignore it. Be the boss. I now whisper to my inner procrastinator, "You're fired." Works every time. Tip 3. Anchor to a routine. Link your study sessions to a daily habit, like brushing your teeth, drinking coffee, or walking your pet iguana. Yes, even imaginary pets count. Once your brain connects the action to a routine, consistency becomes automatic. I tried skipping this once, ended up studying at 3 a.m. on the floor with a bag of chips. Not ideal. Tip 4. Track progress. Consistency loves visible proof. Checklists, habit trackers, apps, whatever works. Seeing a streak grow, even a tiny one, triggers dopamine and keeps you going. I once made a sticker chart for my homework. By week 3, I felt like a kindergarten superstar. Motivation achieved. Tip 5. Accountability partners. Tell someone your plan, friend, sibling, or even your goldfish. Someone who can check in and remind you to show up. I once texted my friend, "I'll study 30 minutes today." The follow-up text about my progress saved me from doom scrolling. Pro tip, pick someone who won't let you wiggle out with excuses. Tip 6, embrace imperfection. Some days you won't hit all your goals. That's fine. Consistency isn't perfection. It's persistence. Even 10 minutes counts. Even messy notes count. Even studying in pajamas counts. I once wrote a study session while lying down and napping intermittently. Somehow, it still counts. Tip 7. Reward yourself. Positive reinforcement isn't just for dogs. Give yourself tiny rewards for showing up consistently. Coffee, snack, TikTok break, or maybe just a victory dance in your room. Whatever makes your brain happy. My dance moves are terrible, but my focus improved dramatically. Coincidence? I think not. Conclusion. So to recap, start small, make it non-negotiable, anchor to a routine, track progress, get accountability, embrace imperfection, and reward yourself. Consistency is the bridge between knowing what to do and actually doing it. Combine it with everything from the previous videos, procrastination hacks, discipline, time management, focus, and note-taking, and suddenly, studying doesn't feel like a war zone anymore. This is video 6 of 12 in our series. Next up, we're diving into 7 daily rituals to boost your memory and learning power. Because showing up consistently is great, but remembering what you study, that's the real game changer. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's keep building unstoppable student habits together. Now, go do one small study session today. Yes, even if it's just 5 minutes. Hey, welcome back. So far in this series, you've learned how to stop procrastinating, build discipline, manage your time, focus like a pro, take killer notes, and even stay consistent when studying feels impossible. But here's the problem. Showing up is one thing. Remembering what you study is a completely different beast. Ever spend 3 hours studying only to forget everything 5 minutes later? Yeah, we've all been there. Today, we're diving into 7 daily rituals to boost your memory and learning power. By the end of this video, your brain will be like a sponge, but a really smart, slightly sarcastic sponge that actually remembers stuff. Ritual 1. Morning Brain Boost. Start your day with something that wakes up your brain. Could be a glass of water, a quick stretch, or even a 5-minute puzzle. I used to scroll Instagram first thing in the morning. Result? Brain still asleep. Don't do that. Your neurons deserve better. Ritual 2. Active recall. Instead of rereading notes, close the book and quiz yourself. Try to remember the material without looking. It's like tricking your brain into being a detective. Ah, yes, the answer was photosynthesis. I once quizzed myself so hard I yelled at my textbook. It didn't answer back, but my brain remembered. Victory. Ritual 3. Spaced repetition. Review information at increasing intervals. Today, tomorrow, next week. Science says this sticks information into long-term memory better than cramming. I tried cramming once, ended up able to recite the first line of every page, but forgot the actual exam question. Ritual 4. Movement and exercise. Physical activity isn't just for your body. It wakes up your brain too. Even a 10-minute walk can improve memory and focus. I once jogged around my block while memorizing biology terms. My neighbors think I'm insane, but my test scores improved. Coincidence? I think not. Ritual 5. Teach what you learn. Explaining material to someone else forces your brain to process it deeply. Bonus. Even your pet or stuffed animal counts. Confession. I once taught my cat algebra. Did she care? Nope. Did I learn it? Absolutely. Ritual 6. Sleep like a scholar. Memory consolidates during sleep. Pulling all-nighters is basically erasing everything you studied. I once stayed up all night for an exam. Result, blank brain and regret. Learn from my pain, sleep. Ritual 7. Reflect and journal. At the end of the day, review what you learned and write down key takeaways. This strengthens memory and highlights areas that need more work. I tried skipping this once. Ended up thinking Napoleon was a type of pasta. Don't skip it. Conclusion. So there you have it. Boost your brain with morning rituals, active recall, spaced repetition, movement, teaching, sleep, and reflection. Combine these rituals with the habits from the previous videos, and suddenly your study sessions turn into memory machines. Your brain will thank you, even if it gives you sarcastic side eyes sometimes. This is video 7 of 12 in our series. Next up, we're tackling balancing school, social life, and self-care without burning out. Because learning is great, but living matters too. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's keep building unstoppable student habits together. And now, try adding just one of these rituals to your day today. Even a 5-minute tweak counts. Hey, welcome back. So far in this series, you've learned to stop procrastinating, build discipline, manage your time, focus like a pro, take killer notes, stay consistent, and even boost your memory with daily rituals. Basically, you're a student productivity machine. But here's the problem. Even machines need maintenance. Without balance, all this productivity can lead to burnout, mental fatigue, stress, and the occasional existential crisis over whether cereal counts as a meal. Today, we're tackling how to balance school, social life, and self-care without burning out. By the end of this video, you'll know how to be productive and human at the same time. Yes, it's possible. Tip 1, schedule everything, even fun. Time management isn't just for classes and homework. Schedule downtime, hangouts, and even Netflix sessions. I once left fun unplanned, ended up binge-watching everything at 3 a.m. and regretting life. Don't be me. Tip 2, prioritize your health. Sleep, exercise, and nutrition are non-negotiable. Without them, your brain won't function, no matter how disciplined or focused you are. Skipping sleep is like trying to drive a car with square wheels. Spoiler, it doesn't end well. Tip 3, learn to say no. You can't do everything. Parties, extra projects, last-minute favors, they all compete for your time. Pick what truly matters and politely decline the rest. I once said yes to everything and ended up crying over group projects and overcooked pasta simultaneously. Tip 4, micro breaks for mental health. Even 5-minute breaks make a difference. Stretch, meditate, walk, or just stare at a wall. Your brain is like a battery. Recharge before it dies. I once skipped breaks and ended up staring at my textbook until it stared back. True story. Tip 5, combine social and study time. Group studies, study dates, or discussion sessions let you be social and productive. Example, quiz each other, debate topics, or play learning games. Bonus, you get social interaction without guilt. I once tried this with friends, ended up laughing more than studying. But hey, at least we remembered the jokes. Tip 6, set realistic expectations. Balance isn't perfection. Some weeks will be heavier on school, others on social life. I once tried balancing 12 assignments, 3 clubs, and a social life. Ended up napping in the library with my laptop on my face. Lesson learned. Realistic goals greater than hero mode. Tip 7, reflect weekly. Spend 10 minutes each week reviewing what worked, what didn't, and where you felt drained. Adjust next week accordingly. Even small reflections prevent cumulative burnout. I once skipped this, ended up repeating mistakes like a tragic sitcom character. Don't skip it. Conclusion. So, to recap, schedule fun, prioritize health, learn to say no, take micro breaks, combine social and study time, set realistic expectations, and reflect weekly. Balance is the secret ingredient that makes all the previous videos work. Discipline, focus, time management. They all shine brighter when you're not burning out. This is video 8 of 12 in our series. Next up, we're talking about the power of small wins, how tiny steps lead to big student success. Because consistency and balance are amazing, but compounding small victories is how you actually level up. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's keep building unstoppable student habits together. Now, go schedule a 10-minute fun activity today. You deserve it. Hey, welcome back. So far, you've learned how to stop procrastinating, build discipline, manage your time, focus like a pro, take killer notes, stay consistent, boost your memory, and balance school and life. Basically, you're crushing it. But here's the thing. Even with all these skills, big goals can feel overwhelming. The essay seems like Mount Everest. The exam feels like a dragon. That's where small wins come in. Tiny, consistent steps can snowball into massive success. Today, we're talking about the power of small wins, how doing just a little every day compounds into huge results. By the end of this video, you'll never underestimate the magic of small steps again. Tip 1. Break big goals into tiny tasks. Big goals are scary. Writing a 10-page essay? Nightmare. But breaking it into smaller chunks, one paragraph at a time, turns the impossible into the manageable. I once stared at a blank page for an hour, then wrote one sentence and called it a win. That one sentence started a chain reaction. Tip 2. Celebrate every step. Even tiny accomplishments deserve recognition. Finish a paragraph, win, solve a problem, win, remember to breathe and smile. I once celebrated finishing a single math problem with a victory dance. The neighbors weren't impressed, but my brain was thrilled. Tip 3. Track progress visibly. Use charts, sticky notes, or habit trackers. Seeing wins accumulate motivates you to keep going. I once made a win wall of sticky notes. Ended up with my wall covered in colorful chaos. But my grades went up, so it worked. Tip 4. Start small to build momentum. Small wins generate momentum. Writing 50 words may seem tiny, but it often leads to 500. I once wrote a tiny paragraph and ended up finishing a whole essay, fueled entirely by guilt and snacks. Tip 5. Focus on what you can control. Don't stress over perfect outcomes. Focus on actions within your control. Starting, showing up, and completing tasks. Confession. I used to obsess over perfect notes, then never reviewed them. Small wins beat perfect, but stagnant. Tip 6. Use wins to boost confidence. Each small win reminds your brain, I can do this. Confidence compounds over time. I once finished a tiny revision and suddenly felt ready for the exam. My brain yelled, "Whoa, you're a genius!" Even if the exam later disagreed, it felt good at the time. Tip 7. Keep building daily. Consistency plus small wins equals unstoppable progress. One step per day becomes a mountain climbed over time. Confession. I once ignored small wins. Ended up overwhelmed and binge-watching cat videos instead. Don't make the same mistake. Conclusion. So there you have it. Break big goals into tiny tasks. Celebrate every step. Track progress. Start small. Focus on control. Boost confidence and build daily. Small wins compound into massive success. Combine this with procrastination hacks, discipline, focus, note-taking, consistency, and balance. And suddenly, student life feels manageable, maybe even fun. This is video 9 of 12 in our series. Next up, we're diving into 10 morning habits that will make you a more productive student. Because winning the day starts with the morning. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's keep leveling up together. Now, go do one tiny thing today and call it a win. Hey, welcome back. So far, You've learned about procrastination, discipline, time management, focus, note-taking, consistency, memory rituals, balance, and small wins. You're basically a student productivity legend. But here's the thing. All these strategies work better when your morning is set up for success. Ever tried studying after hitting snooze 12 times? Yeah, me too. That's why today we're covering 10 morning habits that will make you a more productive student. By the end of this video, your mornings will be more powerful than a double espresso and less jittery. Habit 1. Wake up at a consistent time. Your body loves routine. Waking up at the same time daily sets your internal clock, boosts energy, and prevents the "I'll sleep 5 more minutes" spiral. Confession. I once woke up at 2 p.m., missed everything. My brain protested, my plants judged me, chaos ensued. Habit 2. Hydrate immediately. Drink water first thing. Your brain is 70% water, so dehydration equals foggy brain. Skipping this is like trying to run Windows 95 on a supercomputer. Don't do it. Habit 3. Move your body. Stretch, walk, or do a quick workout. Movement wakes up your muscles and your brain. I once did jumping jacks in pajamas. Neighbors stared. Brain alertness, 100%. Embarrassment, also 100%. Habit 4. Eat a brain-boosting breakfast. Protein plus complex carbs plus healthy fats equals fuel for focus. Yes, cereal counts if it's nutritious. I once skipped breakfast and ended up memorizing memes instead of notes. Don't skip it. Habit 5. Review your daily goals. Check your schedule, to-do list, or habit tracker. Know what you need to tackle. I once ignored my goals. Ended up binge-watching everything. Not a productive day. Habit 6. Quick mindfulness or meditation. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing reduces stress and improves focus. I once tried meditating, fell asleep instantly. Also effective in its own weird way. Habit 7. Morning reading or learning. Spend 10 to 15 minutes reading or learning something new. Engages your brain before diving into tasks. I once read a whole chapter upside down. Still learned something. Progress counts. Habit 8. Avoid phones for the first 30 minutes. No scrolling, no notifications, just your morning routine. Checking your phone first thing is like giving sugar to a toddler. Chaos ensues. Habit 9. Positive affirmations or visualization. Spend a minute visualizing your day or saying something motivating. I've got this. Or, today I crush exams like a pro. I once said affirmations out loud in my kitchen. Roommate laughed. Brain? Super motivated. Habit 10. Start with a small win. Do one simple productive task first. Make your bed, write a paragraph, or organize your desk. Small wins in the morning set the tone for the rest of the day. I once made my bed and then wrote 500 words. Coincidence? Maybe. Conclusion. So there you have it. Wake up consistently, hydrate, move, eat, review goals, meditate, read, avoid your phone, affirm, and start with a small win. Combine these with everything from the previous videos, and suddenly your entire day runs smoother. Your brain is sharper, and your productivity skyrockets. This is video 10 of 12 in our series. Next, we're tackling from average to top student, the mindset shift you need. Because habits are powerful, but mindset is the ultimate game changer. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's keep leveling up together. Now, go try just one of these habits tomorrow morning. Even one small tweak counts. Hey, welcome back. By now you've learned how to stop procrastinating, build discipline, manage your time, focus, take notes, stay consistent, boost memory, balance life, celebrate small wins, and start your mornings right. Basically, you've got the tools. But here's the catch. Tools alone won't make you a top student. Today, we're talking about the mindset shift that separates average students from top performers. By the end of this video, you'll know how to think like a high achiever, act like a pro, and maybe even convince your brain to stop questioning your life choices at 2 a.m. Tip 1. Adopt a growth mindset. Top students see challenges as opportunities. Mistakes, feedback, hard exam, practice. I once cried over a single bad grade. Growth mindset would have said, cool, next time, I'll crush it. Lesson learned. Emotions optional. Mindset essential. Tip 2. Focus on effort, not just results. It's easy to obsess over grades or approval. Focus on the process, effort, strategies, habits. I once celebrated solving one problem correctly, even if I failed the other nine. Progress matters. Tip 3. Embrace challenges. Top students seek difficult tasks. They know that's where growth happens. I avoided tough problems for years, until I accidentally solved one in panic mode. Eureka! Sometimes struggle is secretly your friend. Tip 4. Learn from others. Observe high achievers, ask questions, copy strategies, then make them your own. I once followed a classmate's study method and ended up learning faster than expected. Bonus. They had no idea they were teaching me. Win-win. Tip 5. Self-reflection. Regularly review what's working and what isn't. Adjust your approach. I once ignored self-reflection and repeated the same mistakes like a sitcom character. Don't be me. Tip 6. Stay curious. Top students love learning for the sake of learning. Curiosity fuels motivation more than fear of failure ever will. I once researched quantum physics for fun, and now I can sound smart at parties. Disclaimer: people still ask me to explain memes. Tip 7. Take responsibility. Stop blaming luck, teachers, or the Wi-Fi. Own your actions, results, and decisions. I once blamed my dog for my late assignment. Didn't work. Dogs are bad excuses. Humans, better. Conclusion. So to recap, adopt a growth mindset, focus on effort, embrace challenges, learn from others, reflect, stay curious, and take responsibility. Combine this mindset with all the strategies from the previous videos, and suddenly you're not just a student, you're a top-performing, consistent, focused, balanced, memory-powered machine. This is video 11 of 12 in our series. Next up, the final video: how to beat exam anxiety and perform at your best. Because even top students need to stay calm when it counts the most. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's finish this series strong. Now, go practice one mindset shift today. Even small changes compound over time. Hey, welcome back. You've made it. This is video 12 of 12 in our series. Congratulations. You've stopped procrastinating, built discipline, mastered time management, focus, note-taking, consistency, memory rituals, balance, small wins, mornings, and even adopted a top student mindset. Basically, you're ready for world domination, or at least acing your exams. But here's the twist. All these skills mean nothing if exam anxiety shows up to ruin the party. Today, we're diving into how to beat exam anxiety and perform at your best. By the end, you'll know how to calm your brain, boost confidence, and maybe even enjoy the exam experience. Yes, it's possible. Tip 1. Prepare thoroughly. Anxiety thrives on uncertainty. Prepare as much as you can. Notes, past papers, study sessions, and small wins from earlier videos. Confession: I once winged it and panicked. My brain literally wrote its own horror story. Preparation equals peace of mind. Tip 2. Practice under exam conditions. Simulate the real thing, time yourself, sit at a desk, and avoid distractions. The more familiar the setting, the less intimidating it feels. I once timed myself for a 2-hour exam and ended up finishing in 45 minutes. Panic energy is real, people. Tip 3. Use relaxation techniques. Deep breathing, meditation, or even muscle relaxation before the exam helps calm your nervous system. I once tried breathing exercises and accidentally fell asleep for 2 minutes. Relaxation achieved. Tip 4. Positive self-talk replace. I'll fail thoughts with confident statements. I've prepared. I can handle this confession. I once told myself, I'm ready, while trembling. It helped a lot. Sometimes fake confidence turns into real performance. Tip 5. Focus on the present. Don't think about past mistakes or future outcomes during the exam. Concentrate on the question in front of you. Thinking too far ahead is like trying to juggle flaming swords while riding a unicycle. Don't do it. Tip 6. Manage your time. During the exam, plan how much time to spend per question. Keep an eye on the clock, but don't obsess. Confession: I once spent 30 minutes on one question. Ended up writing "I give up" on the last page. Time management saves lives and grades. Tip 7. Post-exam reflection. After the exam, review calmly what went well and what could improve. Avoid catastrophizing or self-blame. I once cried over an exam I actually did fine on. Don't be me. Reflection equals learning, not self-torture. Conclusion. So, to recap, prepare thoroughly, simulate exams, relax, use positive self-talk, stay present, manage time, and reflect calmly afterward. Combine these tips with everything from the previous 11 videos, and you're ready to perform at your best without letting anxiety take over. Exams are just another challenge, one you can handle if your brain, habits, and mindset are all aligned, and that's it. The complete 12 video series for students. If you followed along, implemented the tips, and stayed consistent, you're now equipped to stop procrastinating, boost focus, build discipline, remember more, manage life, and crush exams. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and share this series with friends who need it. And now, go take on your next challenge with confidence. You've got this.